Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital, or welcome to the channel if you're new, and welcome to this new alt season update. Now, what I say at the start of every video is that I don't think we are in a full-fledged alt season yet, or at least not an alt season as how an alt season was when the term was created, right? Which was 2017, 2021. Where coins just rallied 10% every single day. I don't think it's the same right now, but I do think that we are in similar market circumstances as we were November until December 2024, and also October 2023 until March 2024. I do think we are in a strong uptrend with altcoins, and I do think we're going to be rallying up higher on the higher time frames, right? So the chart we're looking at right now is the daily time frame of the others chart, which almost everybody will know what this is, but this is mainly the total crypto market cap excluding the top 10, right? So this gives you a very good idea of how altcoins are performing. And how are they performing? Like I said, first of all, I think we're going up higher. I think the fundamentals are great, and technically we're also still incredibly bullish. I mean, on the daily time frame, you can see others broke above this level right here at $300 billion, which historically is quite a strong resistance level here. Look, this can still turn out to be a fake out, and we'll talk about that. But at this point of time, there's nothing bad you can say regarding others, right? The fundamentals around the crypto market are also great. We're getting a ton of good news for crypto, crypto ETFs, institutions buying up crypto, whatever. So that's great. So the fundamental, and then, you know, US equities are also still rising. So it seems like the risk appetite for investors is definitely on. So the fundamentals are great. I said on, very weird, but okay. So the fundamentals are great, and the technicals back that up with that breakout above $300 billion, and the breakout above the 7-day rolling VWAP. So what's next? First of all, before we talk about what's next, I will talk about some of the major categories that can do well at the end of the video, so stick around for that. But what's next? I think a continuation. I think we are going to rally up higher into this level right here at $350 billion. However, I do think, and that's fueled by two things. That's first of all fueled by some momentum that's being lost. Because that is the case right here. We are losing some momentum for the first time since the 9th of July. But also Ethereum showing some weakness. I do think it's quite likely that we are going to pull back first. And then the main level that I'm talking about for a potential pullback is this level right here between $270 and $280 billion, which is the value area high of the balance we had right here. It's a major support level as well, and we have the yearly rolling VWAP. So I would say, you know, bullish continuation higher. That's what I expect, right? And I think you should have exposure to the markets right now as well. However, short term, I think it's a little bit more likely that we're going to pull back first, find some support, and then get continuation, maybe a little bit later, but we will get continuation, or at least so is my expectation. So that's my thoughts on altcoins in general. Now, like I said, there's two major categories that I'm looking at right now, and these are also categories that I'm trading / buying into, right? So be aware of that. I am inherently biased, all right? Because obviously I'm going to be bullish on the things I buy, and obviously I buy the things that I'm bullish on. And if you want to know how I'm buying these and how I'm buying into these, then consider joining the Signal group, which we have, which you know, it's called the Signal group, but it's basically what I buy and what I trade. But first of all, Solana. I still think the Solana ecosystem, with that beautiful breakout we had right here, can do much better. And the strength we've seen in the last week, to me, is proof that this is going to do much better. So then we're talking about Solana. You know, Solana might be a little bit boring to buy spot. It's a possibility though, but especially something also like Jupiter, in my opinion, looks great. And Jito as well, if we're going to break out. And I've spoken about Solana more often in the last couple of days in my market updates as well. And then the second one is maybe a little bit more controversial. There's actually two. I think first of all, Huma. So this is one coin, right? But this is something I'm not buying yet, but it's quite interesting. It's trying to break out of this range right here with decent volume, decent momentum. I think it's interesting. I think it's actually quite undervalued. So keep your eyes on that. But also the NFT market, right? So Blur, which is the main NFT coin to me, seems like a decent buy. We got a lot of momentum, and I think fundamentally the NFT market is actually showing signs of growth again, which makes Blur potentially undervalued as well. Keep your eyes on that, but those are my thoughts on altcoins for now. this beautiful Wednesday. If you do have any questions, anything, let me know. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.